Hi everybody, welcome to Creating with Love. Guess what this is going to be? These two pieces of 6x6 pieces of paper. Well, I'll give you 3 guesses. 1 guess, 2 guesses, 3 guesses. All little boxes that I learned to make all by myself. I did my own measurements and took me 3 days to figure out what size fits on top and what size fits on the bottom. So this is the top. We have a stripe, and this is the top. And for the top, we're going to score at 7/8, and then we're going to score at 1/4 so that you don't cut your fingers. We're going to, when we score at 1/4, we're going to fold it over. Then for the bottom, we're going to score at 1 inch, okay, to make this box. Alright, so I know this box is not original, but it's original to me because I didn't take anybody else's patterns. I just fiddled with my scorer and figured it out. So anyways, I already made my embellishments to go onto the box. Okay. So we're just going to make the box and then attach the embellishments. That's a little rosette with a little circle with a sticker on it from the Dollar Tree. So let's get started, everyone. So I want this to be my top. I want this one to be my top, and it's from a 6x6. I want this to be my bottom, and this is from a 12x12. So I cut this down into a 6x6. I cut the 12x12 into 4 squares. So I did get 3 other boxes besides messing it up, messing one of the boxes up, and having to throw away the paper. So anyways, let's just get started on the scoring. Okay, so now I said for the top, nope, that's the wrong one. Oh my goodness, what did I do? For the top, we're going to do 7/8 of an inch, okay? So we're going to go all the way over here, all the way over. See the one here? I hope you, no, you can't really see it, but we're going to go 1 line before the 1. That's how I figured it out. That's how I figured the measurements out. So we're going to score. That's my scoring thing. And we're going to rotate and go around each side. Okay? Just keep doing that. So when you score at 7/8 on the top of the box, okay, the area of the top of the box, the top area, will fit over the bottom of the box. Oh goodness. It will fit over the bottom just right, okay? Okay, that's that one. And then we're going to go at 1/4 inch. We're going to score all the way around at 1/4 inch. That will be our fold over ledge so that we don't, it's not sharp paper we're touching and you won't get a paper cut. Or whoever you give this box to will not get a paper cut. So we're just going to move right along because I want to keep this video under a certain time. So now this bottom of the box will be at 1 inch all the way around. Scoring. Rotate. Score. Rotate. Put it 1 inch. score, rotate, and last side. So I am done for now with the scoring and the trimmer. So I'm just going to throw that over here. So now we're going to start folding up our sides. Actually, we're going to fold the little fold up first. Okay, and then fold up your sides, and then you're going to burnish it. I did try burnishing with a gift card, but it wasn't, I couldn't do it. I needed something stronger, which is my scissors, and I do need a bone folder, I suppose. So we're folding both of the folds, which I will be looking out for a bone folder, and I think that the Dollar Tree is coming in with new items for crafters, and it's called Crafters Corners. I've seen a couple of haul videos, but I went into my Dollar Trees and did not see anything like that yet. We have a couple of things from Crafters Corner, but not all their items in yet. In my Dollar Trees, these people don't seem to be putting the stuff on the shelves. There's big piles of boxes hanging in the aisles for days, and I hope they get their stuff together. So that's that one. We're going to fold this one, and it's only one fold per side. Hold on. So we're all folded. Now I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the top of the box. So if you can see that there's a score line here and a score line here, we're going to cut here and cut here. We're going to stop at certain points. You're going to cut all the way down there and here. And then you're going to snip this off and then snip it off here at the other score line. All right, I don't think you saw that. Maybe. All right, let's try it again. So we are going to snip here, and cut all the way down to our snip lines on the score line. Okay, so you come out with two rectangles that come off, and then this will be your tab that you're going to put that little triangle on, the little angle. So you're going to snip here all the way up to the score line, the first score line, and here to the first score line. Then you're going to snip all the way up to where you cut and all the way to where you're going to cut. Let's do it again. Snip right there, snip right there. You're going to be essentially leaving this little square. Snip up. It's like a little puzzle. Snip up. So now we have all that snipped. So now we're going to snip up to the fold on this side, and then we're going to snip at an angle meeting that, so you just have a fold like that. Do it again. You cut up on that score line and then corner cut all the way up to that score line. And again. So now we got these little corners that are going to be squared. So we need to just angle them like this, all the way around it. Okay. Oops. Just cut off the corners. And for your other piece, you're just going to cut up to your first score line on one side and then corner cut it at an angle so you come out with a triangle like that. Do it again. Cut up on your score line and then offset it so you come out with that. Do it again. Boink and boink. And then cut up to the score line and you rotate each one. And there you go. See that? Alright, so now we have top and bottom. The bottom has all these words on it, which I like using that for the bottom. I don't know why. So we're going to put the bottom together first. So we're going to take all of our flaps and fold them inside before we even start gluing, because it's annoying when you glue and the flaps aren't inside, and then you glue them and then you have to move them. And they break the other side that you've already glued. So you pinch that. After you put the glue on it, you pinch it shut. I think there's a lot of yelling out there. But I do have crickets outside too. So we're going to pinch this shut. It moved like it wanted to. Because it does want to move back. You just keep gluing after your other glue piece has dried a little. Make sure it just tacks. That's all. I don't like having my finger in the way because you can't see what I'm doing. How's that? Now we have this side. And all I'm doing is putting a little tiny bit of glue on the flap and pinching it. There you have the bottom of the box. You can fill it with, I don't know, shred, whatever you want. And then you can put, I don't know, I think maybe 10 or 9 or 12 Hershey things, Hershey nuggets would fit in here. Possibly. Now let's start on the top. So we're going to do the same thing basically. We're going to fold in the flaps first as we lift it up. Okay. Make sure the flaps are in. Put a little glue on the flaps. Just a little. I should tack it quicker. So I say. As it pops out. All right. And you see how you get a flap here, right here. That's going to be folded down and glued. Ow, stop it. It's popping open. Oh, I didn't cut that as at a corner. Probably why it's giving me holy heck. I thought I did all of that. Okay. Sometimes these boxes will give you a problem gluing. And this one needs to be trimmed just a little bit here. See, now those are mistakes I've made. I did not cut exactly on the score line, and it shows you that that can be fixed. So we're putting more glue on the tab, and we're going to join it together and then pinch it. And we're going to do it one more time. And pinchy poo. This glue is pretty strong. It's called Elmer's Craft Bond Tacky Glue. I kind of like it. I discovered it by accident. It is a very strong glue. Hold on. So I kind of have this piece of paper all marked up anyway, so I'm going to use it for my glue. I have a lot of papers that I use for my gluing. So I'm just going to, you know, that edge that we folded, right? That we scored, and now we need to fold. Need to fold this inward like this. And then burnish it. Until it takes. So that took. We're going to do that on every side. Ugh. This glue is so sticky that it pulls the project up out of my hands. Okay. And we're going to do this again. So we're doing that over the flap so that it looks consistent in there, like you don't get to see the flap over this part like I did on my first one because I made a mistake. And I'll show you on my first one, the flap here came over the ridge here. That is why I'm doing what I'm doing here. See that? All right. That way we don't have flaps that come over. So this flap is extremely high. So we're just going to snip it down to, I snipped it down to the level where the box ends so that we can not have a problem folding it over. And burnish it down. I wanted to use my double-sided tape, but it was so awkward I could not hold the box and put the tape on it, so I just decided to use glue. All right, before I folded it up, maybe that's when I should have put it on. Maybe I'll try that next time, because there will be a next time making these boxes, because I absolutely love making these boxes. it's just something that I taught myself to do. And I know, like I said before, I know this is not an original idea. But I know that I taught myself, and I'm so proud of myself. Okay. Hold on, Pete. Hold on to yourself. Okay. Seems to want to let go on this part. So, now I have the bottom, and I have the top with little spooky houses. And the reason I did 7/8 of an inch on the rim here, and it doesn't look like that because we took another 1/4 inch away, remember that? Okay, so from the edge that was out, we did 7/8. So the reason I did 7/8 on the first score line was so that this surface area was larger than this surface area, so you can fit the box onto that. Just as snug as anything. It's as snug as a bug in a rug. See that? Okay, so I made an embellishment and a tag, and I had already made it. It's a little rosette that I just learned how to make, but I did make kind of like cut in into the edges down the fan to make like a V, and so it looked like a flower. And then I took extra pieces of rickrack and cut them off and made it some kind of shaggy. And then I took this sheer black ribbon and I folded it over and I made 4 tails like that. Do you see that? And then I made fishtails on it. So then after I was all done gluing that, I put double-sided foam tape on it so it could pop up off the box and give the box a little, will give itself a little dimension. These are really adorable houses. And I just figured that I'm going to use a mouse in a pumpkin because that's his house. So all these little adorable houses, I stuck the rosette to it. Now I made a tag. Okay, this is just a die that I had, and I just cut a piece of paper out, and I'm just going to tie it around the rosette if I can. So yeah, it's not going to let me, but I'm going to tie, yeah, here it goes. I'm going to just slip, all right? This, you know, string. These are Dollar Tree strings. They came from a tag kit from last year. And I'm just going to slip it under all the rickrack and everything so I can meet underneath. Okay, and then we're just going to tie it. Just going to tie it shut. I'm going to tie a knot. So, hold on, I can't tie it. I got to try and struggle with it. Alright, so now I got it tied, and I'm going to snip the ends of the silver ribbon so that you can't see it. And your tag should say to and from. You can print it or you can just stamp it, to and from, on the back. And I'm making these boxes for my grandchildren so that if I go out and get miniature candy bars, I could just put them in here and they can open it up like a little present. And that's what you'll have. So, how do you like all these? I'm not bragging, but it was very hard for me to just keep coming up with ideas, and I do take about 3 days to come up with them, and then figured them out. And I'm hoping you like all of these little gift boxes. And I have 4 grandchildren. I have 4 gift boxes ready for them. And, you know, it's just a joy to be able to make them something and to fill it with something that they like, but then they have something that they can cherish later on. And it's handmade from, they call me Ima, but it's handmade from their grandma. So I want to pray for all people suffering with depression. May the Lord just, you know, make your brain normal like it was when you were born. May He balance every chemical in your brain, and may you be delivered from anxiety and depression. You know, I have a few people in my family that have been suffering very long, and those of you that have been suffering, you know, go claim your healing from God. There are scriptures in the Bible that that will, you know, help you claim your healing. But if you like these videos, please hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up and share. And come see us on Instagram. Come see us on Facebook. Join the group Creating with Love Crafting. And I'm going to shout out one crafter that I totally appreciate. Her name is Happy Bird. She is a wonderful, wonderful girl. And she is just got a heart of gold. So go join her group too. Her name is Happy Bird. And I'm going to shout out her YouTube channel, Happy Bird's Glitter Nest. Okay? So I'm going to get going, and I want you all, don't forget to hit the bell. I'm sorry, don't forget to hit the bell for your notifications of new videos. And keep creating with love.